chapter 23 of Theories of Relativity, and we're on page 217. Hands claw at my arms, pulling, tugging, all to the accompaniment of a steady string of profanity. Leave me alone, I mumble. I hurt everywhere, badly. I want back into that cocoon of darkness where no pain exists. But the fingers continue running up and down my arms, my legs, prodding my ribs. I force open swollen eyes to see the swear lady bending over me. Breath foul, she curses nonstop, and I realize, in between obscenities, she's asking me, am I okay? Can I move my legs? Oh my God, Dylan, Jenna kneels down beside me. Silver hair gleams like a halo. Guess I'm dead, but I don't mind if there are angels like Jenna. From behind her, Amber's face swims into view. Oh, fuck, she says. No angel. I'm not dead. The swear lady talks in her weird mixture of the obscene and normal, and Amber turns to me. Gladdy thinks your ribs are broken. Gladdy, I croak. Amber nods towards the swear lady. Her, Gladdy. The swear lady has a name? She used to be a nurse before... Amber stops, at a loss for words, before her brain got hot-wired. You need to go to a hospital, Amber continues. No, I reply thickly. Tears stream down Jenna's face. This is all my fault. I'm so sorry, Dylan. She looks wildly up and down the street. What should we do? What if they come back? Factory, I whisper. What? There's an abandoned factory some of us are staying at, but he'll never walk that far, Amber tells us. I try to climb to my feet, but fall back and whimper. Would you stop being a fucking hero? Amber puts her arms around my shoulder and tries to heave me up. You need a hospital. No. Fucking idiot, Amber says. Would you help here? She yells at Jenna. Jenna takes my arm, and between the two of them, they pull me to my feet. I grab the shopping cart to steady myself, and the swear lady starts to scream and hit at my hands. I understand why. Her life is in there. My life was in my backpack. Gladdy, Amber explains patiently, he only needs to use it to hold himself up, like a walker, like old people use. He won't take it. Gladdy does not look convinced, but the wailing subsides. Grudgingly, she lets me hold on to the cart, though she hangs on to the handle as we start off. It's a nightmare journey with nightmare characters. Me staggering behind a shopping cart, Gladdy bundled in her clothes, swearing under her breath, Amber heavy with her baby, Jenna crying. Whoops. I'm not sure how I crawl through the fence at the factory or get up the iron stairs, but somehow I do. A fire is lit, but the people around it melt away when they see my broken body. I shake uncontrollably, which causes excruciating pain in my chest. Sleeping bag, I say, between shudders. It's gone, Jenna says, and she begins to cry again. Stop that fucking noise, Amber says to her. Do something useful. Find some more wood for the fire. Fire's dangerous, I whisper. You need to be warm, Amber says. Jenna hurries away and brings back an armful of wooden slats. Amber heaps them onto the fire, and it flares brightly. She finds an old blanket and begins to lay me down, but I scream from the pain, feel the room spin, myself leaving my body. Shit. No. Gladdy sits me up again and tells Amber to find something for me to lean against. The girl disappears into the shadows and comes back lugging a lopsided ottoman. Gladdy gently leans me against it. I still hurt, but I can at least breathe now. Gladdy explains to Amber about broken ribs, how a person can't lie flat. Through my pain, I marvel at the part of her brain that remembers being a nurse. Then, abruptly, Gladdy breaks off talking and sniffs the air. Storm brewing, Annie. Gladdy takes her cart and shuffles off into the dark. A moment later, Vulture steps into the circle of the firelight, two of the bandana kids behind him. So, What happened here? Shut the fuck up, Amber says. Better watch your mouth, bitch, Vulture tells her. I heard there was a fight. Came to find out how the boy is doing. Amber gets to her feet. Yeah, you're a real fucking sweetheart. Vulture crouches down beside me. Nice place. I can see why you'd rather live here than work for me. He tilts his head to one side and studies me. Hurting, are you? Fuck off, I say. Vulture laughs, gets to his feet and grabs Jenna's arm. What the hell are you doing here? He gives her a shake. She stutters. I was leaving soon. He pushes her away and she falls to her knees. You'd better be leaving real soon. He walks out of the firelight and footsteps ring on the iron staircase. Jenna picks herself up. Tears stream down her face. Go home, I tell her. She shakes her head, plunges a hand into her coat pocket, and brings out 2 white pills. Take these. They'll help the pain. She pushes the tablets into my mouth, and I choke them down. See you later, she says, and hurries away. Then it's just Amber and me and the people in the shadows. He is such a fucking asshole, Amber says. She tugs at the hat on my head. You'll be more comfortable with this off. No, leave it. The words burst from me, surprising me. Okay. Amber puts the hat back on my head. Dylan, I have to go and get some things. I'll be back as soon as I can. I grab her hand and hold tight, terrified of being left alone. But she gently pries my fingers off. I promise I'll come back. After a while, the pills take effect, and the pain loosens its clutch on me. A figure detaches itself from the shadows, throws a couple of pieces of wood on the dying fire, and disappears so quickly I can't tell who it is. But I think I hear the swishing of garbage bags. Mesmerized, I watch flames leap and coil, taking on fantastic shapes of animals and birds, distorted stone gargoyles with lips, stretched unimaginably large, leering at me. Hideous, they grow up into the dark reaches of the factory ceiling, and I cower from them. Eventually, this too passes, and my eyes close. I wake to pain and cold. Amber is beside me, holding a cup to my lips. Hot coffee. I try to sip, but it stings my torn lips, and I jerk my head away. That brings on the pain in my chest and, well, everywhere else. I gasp and cry, hear myself and feel ashamed, but I can't stop. I've never hurt so much in my life, not even after Pete got through with me. Pills. Jenna, I croak. Amber hesitates, then reaches into her pocket and pulls out 2 of the white pills. She left these for you. Eagerly, I swallow them. Amber opens a box of baby wipes and gently cleans my face. You really do need a fucking doctor or something, she says, biting back tears. Amber crying scares me. She's tough, so I must be really bad. The pills take effect and I relax slightly. I move a hand and discover it's under a blanket. I gesture toward the coffee cup and Amber holds it to my lips again. This time I'm able to drink a bit of the liquid, feel it burn down my throat. Then I have to pee, something fierce. I struggle to get to my feet. What are you doing? Amber asks, alarmed. Toilet. She hauls me to my feet and into a corner and turns her back while I do my business. Finished, I wrap an arm around her shoulder and stagger back to the ottoman. She lowers me down, then collapses beside me. You're fucking heavy, she says. She tucks the blanket around both of us. You're so beautiful, I tell her. I look like shit, Amber says. That's just the pills talking. Besides, it's Jenna you like, remember? Jenna. But it's Amber who is here, taking care of me. For days, I drift into a drugged fog. The fire is lit at night. Someone helps me up to the john in the corner when I need it. My ribs get poked and my shirt comes off and a cloth is wrapped tightly around my chest, accompanied by the most profane language I've ever heard. Jenna comes and pushes pills into my mouth. I hear her argue with Amber. Those aren't going to help, Amber shouts. Do you think I'm a fucking idiot? I know who's behind this. They make him feel better, Jenna says, and disappears into the shadows. Stupid bitch, Amber yells after her. I open my eyes and Ainsley is crouched beside me. You can press charges if you want, but you'll have to go to a doctor and the police, she tells me, this half-heartedly, knowing I won't report the beating. Her head looms monstrous in front of mine. I cringe back. What is he on? She asks Amber. I don't know. Jenna keeps bringing him pills. Shit, Ainsley says. He's so high. Look, Dylan, you need food and warmth and proper care. Otherwise, you'll be in the hospital with Twitch. Twitch. Obviously still alive, or she would have said in the ground with Twitch. In the cold, cold grave with Twitch. I giggle. Jenna says your ribs are broken. Ainsley unbuttons my coat, pulls up my shirt, and gently touches the bandage. Who did this, she asks. It looks pretty good. Gladdy, Amber says. Ainsley pulls the shirt down and tucks the blanket around me. You can't keep taking those pills, Dylan, she says. Yes, I can, because they stop the pain in my body and my mind. Ainsley drifts away. The reality is, the pills do stop the pain, but only for a while, and that while is becoming shorter and shorter before the hurting comes back, along with a black despair that only Jenna and her magic tablets can take away. One night, I wake and Amber gives me a sip of water, then settles beside me under the blanket. I want to smoke so fucking bad, she says, but I'm trying to cut back for the baby. Gladys says I should. How do you know her name? She told me. I didn't ask her, she said hastily. The garbage man? The garbage man. Amber shakes her head, puzzled. Then her face clears. Oh, you mean Paul. Paul, I repeat. Do you know everyone's name? No, just the ones who tell me when we're talking. I mull that over. Amber treats everyone out here like normal people, not homeless street losers. And in return, they give her their names. What's your name? I ask. You know who I am. Your real name, I say. She's quiet a moment. Faith, she says, eventually. Your name is Faith? That's what my mama named me. Where is she, your mother? Dead. She was a junkie, out on the streets just like me. Guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I lived in care until I was 14, then I ran away. My mama loved me, but the drugs, I guess she loved them more. Feel this. Amber places my hand on her stomach, and I feel movement beneath my fingers. It's the baby, she says. Is it creepy having a human inside you, I ask. Of course it's not creepy, you fucking idiot. She sounds indignant. It's my baby. Men, you're all so fucking stupid. Guess what your baby's first word will be? Amber settles back down and gives me a tiny punch. Yeah, I know. I'll clean up my mouth after it's born. Everything will be different after the baby is born.